So by all accounts and according to Sony, Spider-Man 3 is still on schedule for next July. But of course, if we just look at the landscape, everything being delayed, and the shifting timetable for releases, things aren't exactly going to work out this way unless they want to really rush the film out. So let's talk about Spidey 3 and the inevitable delay and how long this might take. So by the sounds of it, although it hasn't been officially confirmed by Sony themselves or Marvel Studios, since Marvel Studios really can't confirm it since it's not their film, the long wait for Spider-Man 3 is gonna get a little bit longer, considering we know that Tom Holland was supposed to start shooting the Uncharted movie just about right now and then go straight into Spider-Man this July. Things have now kind of shifted release dates. Now obviously Uncharted already has a new release date. What doesn't is in fact Spider-Man. Now Spider-Man is still scheduled to come out next July, but let's be real, that's more than likely not happening considering everything right now. So people are saying that Sony will officially announce soon the delay to Spider-Man. Now obviously, if you look at the years coming up, since it was slated for 2021, it puts it in an interesting position since it can't make it out during that initial July. Maybe they could push it towards the end of the year, which would be interesting, but they usually like to line up Spider-Man with that summer peak right there. This would honestly put them in an interesting position to what did they do, meaning that there's a lot of people expecting that the film could come out in July of 2022. Now obviously that raises, a ton of other problems as well, considering by the time we get to 2022, Captain Marvel 2 already has a brand new release date for July 8th, meaning they could run into each other. So again, Sony is sort of backed up into a corner, and obviously, if you look at Sony, their production time is not in line with Marvel Studios, and if you look at how Marvel Studios is just shifting things around by delaying one film after another to the previous film's release date, this kind of puts us in an interesting position where Sony does have to talk to them, and now they have to figure out with Kevin Feige, how does his schedule line up with what was previously done, since obviously he's involved with all of these films. And then again, what does this do for Spider-Man, his next solo appearance, the contracts for Venom and everything? Everything's going to be massively, disrupted now would be the best choice of words. Yeah, it's disrupted. Yeah, because, it's definitely not the same. So yeah, I guess the wait for Spider-Man, just keep on waiting, and we'll see what happens, but more than likely, it's not making that release date next year. They could drop it in that October 2021 release date that they set, but Sony unfortunately pulled that film, so again, big question mark right now.